Hello, we're back and we're updating our Future Ozeki Rankings. Stop throw!
Throw the salt, get in the ring. Welcome to the dojo.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the dojo here on MrJWags channel. We are back updating our who will be our next Ozeki rankings. Of course, we spent a great deal of time over 2 episodes last year going over this very topic. But what has happened in the 3 basho since then to change the rankings? One thing we're not going to do is we're not going to go through basically the whole Makuuchi Bansuke and take 40 minutes. No, we're just going to cut to the end and go straight to the rankings. But I am going to explain why a few people are not on the list. Number 1, Mitakiyumi. He was number 1 on my list last time, not this time. Why? Because he got promoted. Of course, it was the easiest, most safe pick. He had been a Sekewake for years and finally managed to put it together, rewarding all of our faith in him. We love you, Mitakiyumi. Please bounce back hard after this last tournament. Meisei was definitely on the rankings last time. He has looked hurt. Now, he could easily bounce his way back up there because I think he has a great sumo body and incredible technique. Is the body willing? We will see. Ula! Oh, I love him so much. Do I think he is our next Ozeki? No. I have talked at length about sort of the limits of reactive sumo. And unlike a guy like Waka Takakage or even Abi, he doesn't have the one trick that will get him a win when he needs it. His wins are almost always reactive sumo, especially up at the top of the Bansuke. So, while I think Ura may hit up there for like 1 or 2 Sanyaku tournaments in his career, I don't ever see him being anywhere near an Ozeki threat. Sorry. Abi! No. I think we have correctly pegged Abi as a 50-50 prospect up at the top of the rankings. So, that means 8 or 7 wins, which has seemed to work out. But when he was below, working his way up, double-digit wins, he's better than that. But now that he's at the top, he seems to be a 50-50 wrestler. The second I see him get 10-plus wins at Sekewake, I will gladly eat that prediction with a bit of salt. And the dark horse, Asanoyama. Now, when I'm talking about future rankings, I'm talking about now till the end of 2024. So I'm basically looking at in the next end of this year, all of next year, who has the best chance of making Ozeki. Asanoyama is going to come back next tournament, probably halfway through Sandanme, maybe like Sandanme 30-ish. Now, if you look at Terunofuji's comeback, it took him 12 tournaments to get from Jonedan to Ozeki. So, we're going to be going from Sandanme back to Ozeki, but I also think Asanoyama is no Terunofuji. So, could he do it in 10 or 11? Maybe? Don't think so. But either way, that is outside of our window of contention. So, maybe in 3 months, Asanoyama's on the list. But for right now, sorry buddy, hang out in the lower divisions for a bit. Number 7 on the rankings, the field below mid-Juryo. Now, I talked about this a little bit in the wrap-up. I am very much excited about what is coming out of the Makushita Joy right now. Recently, we've had some great wrestlers like Atami Fuji and Kota Nawaka come through, and they're up in Juryo right now figuring their stuff out. But we also have guys like Oshoma, Shishi, Kinbozan. These guys are young and they're very hungry. Guys like Roga and Tomokaze who are coming back up a bit after hitting a bit of a wall. So, let's see what these guys are about to do. One of them could make it up to Ozeki in the next 9 tournaments. Unlikely, but one of them could. Number 6, Takanosho. I was a little worried about Takanosho after the March tournament. He seems to have come back very strong. He has excellent fundamentals. He has been up at Sekewake for 4 consecutive tournaments, so it's not like he can't hang up there. Does he have a next gear to get double digits regularly? Haven't seen it yet, but he's only 27 and looked very good in the last tournament. 2 tied at 5, Daisho and Ichinojo. Both of these guys have definitely the skill to win a Yusho. Daisho has in fact won a Yusho and might have won one last tournament in the absence of a Yokozuna. In the Shadow of Hakuho series, I truly believe that Ichinojo would have 2 tournament wins if it hadn't been for the presence of Hakuho. So, both of these guys have the ability to turn in an absolute top-notch tournament which can be the centerpiece of an Ozeki run. Now, Daisho just had an 11-4. Can he build on that? His history says no, but, you know, history is made to be broken. And Ichinojo has had 2 tournaments where he clearly should have won in the absence of anyone dominant. That seems like it might happen, and he's coming off of a COVID Kyujo, which means he's going to keep rank while being able to take a tournament of less wear and tear. This happened to Takayasu, he almost won the tournament. Ichinojo Yusho? Number 4, Kota Nawaka, an absolutely amazing combination of technique, body and smarts, and youth. He's the right age. He's a hard handful for people who are not used to dealing with that specific sort of like egg with legs body type. He seems to be getting better and he seems to be learning. He still has problems beating Waka Takakage and Terunofuji, so let's see if he can start beating some of these guys he's had difficulty with. He's young. I think he still has an extra gear. And at 3, Kiribayama. A guy I did not even mention in my first Ozeki Rankings episode because he just hadn't hit that threshold. Double-digit wins. Now he's done it twice in a row. I think he has figured out his body. He is hitting his physical peak. Whatever Kakuryu is doing with him seems to be working, and it's giving him a lot of confidence. He's got a couple guys he can't beat yet. Like I said, once these guys all start breaking through and beating Terunofuji regularly, well, then I think we're going to see some actual movement. But will that day ever come before the day of the knee? Number 2, he was sort of tied for number 1 on the last and sort of the top tier. Hoshoryu. I think this is still a learning year for Hoshoryu, but he's still up there, hanging out at Komusubi, which means he's ready to start at any time. He's coming off of an 8-7. If he goes 13-2, 13-2, you're telling me that's not an Ozeki run? Now, the Hoshoryu jump may not happen until 2023, but I think we don't really have a lot of other options before 2023 except our number 1, Waka Takakage. I was trying to decide last year, was it Waka Takakage or Meisei that I was going to put on my final rankings? I went with Meisei. Time. But yes, Waka Takakage has clearly refined his technique. He's won a tournament, and he's at Sekiwake. He is one brilliant tournament away from being our next Ozeki, or one decent tournament and having 2 Ozeki get demoted. And then we'll see. Now I throw it out to you, the people. What do you think? Hit me up in the comments. What do you think of this ranking? Who did I miss? Who do you think might be able to jump up from the lower divisions in the next 9 months? Let me know. I love the conversation. And I love you all, the people. The best comment section on YouTube. So everyone, stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and I will see you next time on the Dohyo.